Hey there, welcome back friends. Let's start with Spring Tool Suite, and we will create a very simple, easy to understand project where we will do nothing but we will set things up so that we can use the project in our forthcoming videos. Alright, so when we start what we say Spring Tool Suite, here is the default perspective. The way the windows are, we will get rid of the outline and there's a boot dashboard as of now. This looks good, and now we will start a new Maven project. Take a note of the options. We can start couple of starter project, but we will simply start a Maven project. So in here we will navigate to File, New, Other, and let me expand this. Search for Maven project. Let me click on Next. Here we go, and we will click on Next. And from this archetype selection, we will select the web app type. Let me click on Next, and we will give the name as New Spring 5. Very simple name, right? Let me click on Finish. Later down the line, we will change the name of the project, but as of now, this is a good name. All right, now let us navigate to pom.xml. Here we go, and let me also do one small little thing. Let me navigate to preferences, and let me quickly update the font size. So it would be like appearance, color and font, basic, text font, and let me select bold, and the size would be, for example, 15. Let me apply. Alright, so now this is way much visible. Alright, now friends, as of now, when we have created this project, even though the name of the project is Spring 5, but still this is not a Spring project. This is a simple Maven project. So let us add couple of dependency, but before doing that, let me get rid of any dependency in here, including the JUnit dependency. We don't need it as of now. Let me save the changes, and let me navigate to Google Chrome, and in here let me open up Google, and in here we will simply Google for Spring 5 Maven. Here we go, and here is the Maven repository link. Now this is cool, this is nice, but if you check, there are like couple of links in here, including Spring Web, right? So simply click on this link which says org.springframework. Let me click on this, and you can easily make out that there are like couple of components. In fact, there are many components related to Spring. Spring is a huge framework. Spring is a huge brand, and there are like lot of things which we can do using Spring. Now, in order to get started with Spring, there are a couple of very core requirements which we indeed need to get started, and we will go with the core basics. We won't load any extra stuff as of now. So in here, load this particular package, which is Spring Core. Download the latest version, which is version 5.1.7. Copy this. Let us navigate to our project. Let me add this dependency. Let me format things a little. Again, let me navigate to Maven repository. Let me close this. All right. Apart from that, apart from what we say Spring Core, we will also need Spring Context. So let me navigate to this version 5.1.7. let me copy this dependency, and definitely you can like download the latest version of Spring based on your requirement, but as of now the latest version is 5.1.7. you can use any version, any later version, our code will still work. All right, now friends, there are definitely couple of more components which we will use in our upcoming videos, in our forthcoming videos, including Spring Beans, Spring Web, Spring Web MVC, but those will be covered later. As of now, we won't worry about that. Alright, so that's it. Apart from that, let us also include this servlet dependency. Now this is not what we say mandate, but it is good to add. So it is like a Java servlet specification and API. Let's add it real quick. Alright, so API is the only dependency which we will add. This will be needed when we will be running the JSP pages. As of now, we won't worry about JSP pages or servlet, but later down the line it will be required. Let me also Google for JSP. Pardon me, let me also search for JSP on Maven directly. So in here again we have this Java Server Pages API. Let me download the latest version. So these APIs also come with Tomcat, which we will configure later down the line. But as of now, let us keep these in our dependency because we will need it in very near future. Alright, so let me save the changes. It will add the Maven dependencies. Here are the jars which we need. And that's it, I suppose. And in our next video, we will start adding code in our project, and we will simply start with the small little concepts in Spring 5. Alright. Now before ending this video, in here, the current version of Java which we are using is Java 1.5, which is ancient. Now there are two ways we can add a configuration in here, or alternatively we can also configure the build path. Let me show you. So if I configure the build path, there are a couple of issues which we will fix one by one, but in here we can easily make out that the JRE system library is 1.5. Let me click on this. Let me navigate to libraries, and in here we have this thing. Now we need to update this, right? So let me edit this one, and if we check, we also have the default JRE and alternate JRE option. So click on this alternate JRE option and click on this installed JRE. Let me maximize this. Let me add the Java for Java 12. We have that on our system. So in here, let me navigate to the directory, and if we navigate to the C drive, program files, Java, we have JDK 12. So click on this and add the folder. Let me click on finish. And now select this as the default. Let me apply and close. And now what we will do, we will make use of this JDK 12, right? Let me apply the changes, and this will make the system library as JDK 12, and we will be making use of JDK 12. Alright, so now everything is looking good, and now we are all set to get started with programming. So in our next video, we will check a couple of more things, and you can easily make out that a lot of the errors which were there are not again here. Let me show you. Everything is working properly, and from our next video we will start programming. So interesting stuff is coming up, and the basic configuration of the project is done. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.